Visit tcgcastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit TCG Castle for more.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. In this video we'll be looking at the Metagross deck for the standard format from the latest set. Very powerful Pokemon with 170 HP. So I decided to try to build just non-GX deck without expensive cards like Tapu Lilies and stuff like that. Obviously, I can't play without Cynthia's. I mean, theoretically you can remove Cynthia, so it could be completely budget deck. You can include Tate and Liz instead of the Cynthia, but I just decided to go with the Cynthia. But for example, that can also be an interesting tech as well, because you can choose between retreating your Pokemon or maybe taking 5 extra cards. So it can, in theory, even be much better. Or for example, you can just decide to not attempt to play Copycats and remove them with Tate and Liz. Again, I just decided for this video to play it with Copycat and with the Cynthias, but I highly recommend also to test with those Tate and Liz supporter card as well. Copies of a Beldum, as long as with 2 Metangs and 4 Metagross as only a main attacker in a deck. Meteor Mesh can go from 60 as a base damage up to 110 if you have 2 Dhelmise and Metagross and the Choice Band on Metagross, and then next turn it can be increased for 60 more, obviously before applying weakness and resistance. There's also one interesting tech in this deck as well, which is a Celesteela. Potentially it can swing for 210, so being able to hit for 210, for example, you can grab 2 prize cards against Zorak, but you need to have 6 prize cards exactly, combining the total prize cards for both players in play. Jirachi, Wish Up on a Star, kinda like it, very interesting tech. 2 Dhelmise for extra damage, and 2 Alolan Vulpix as well. From the item cards, I decided to go very aggressive with 2 Counter Catchers, 4 Crushing Hammers, 1 Energy Recycle System, 2 Enhanced Hammers, so 6 Disruptive Energy cards, Energy Removal cards, 3 Nazballs featuring 4 copies of Ultra Ball for the setup, so plenty of setup space available, as well as 1 copy of Pal Pad, so we can just reshuffle back 2 supporter cards back into our deck, 4 copies of Rare Candy for best possible consistency. Then also I'm running 2 copies of Rescue Stretcher with 3 copies of Choice Band. There is 8 Drow supporters in total, 4 Copycats, 4 Cynthias. And in addition to those cards, I'm also running 2 Guzmas, 4 Steven Resolves, and also 4 copies of regular Metal Energies. So the only thing that I will actually highly recommend to replace, if you're a new player and if you build on the budget, then I highly recommend to remove Cynthias for Tate and Liz. If you have some money in your pocket so you can afford yourself 4 Cynthias, which I highly recommend, then I would just recommend to remove 4 Cynthias for Tate and Liz, and that's gonna be the deck that's probably gonna give you some decent chances to win in some competitive games as well. So yeah, let's do some game tests so you can see how this deck performs in action, so see you in the game. Alright, so today's video is about Metagross, not a Metagross GX, but just a regular Metagross. A really interesting project deck for the standard format. I kinda like it, you know, it's a really interesting deck, you know. It can be built for probably 20-30 bucks. Not sure how many Copycats cost right now. Okay, to be honest, Cynthia is around 5 to 6, Guzma is around 3 to 4, but obviously if you already played, and if you maybe have from previously built decks some of those cards, it's not going to be super hard for you to build this deck, you know, because the skeleton for this deck does not cost too much. Anyways, I'm playing against Cardio GX, or maybe just Arching to Cardio deck. Hard to say, but we should see. Okay, there's Mr. Treasure, so it might be a Archer. Just because of the mystery treasure, something tells me that it is Guardian Mario. I mean, it needs to be a Guardian Mario. I just don't see what else it can be. Okay, I'll turn 1 for Bridget. Potentially makes sense. Wait a second, I'm just wondering how smart it would be to play that Steven result. I mean, it's really hard to tell. I mean, if you don't get energy attached, I think I'm probably gonna go with Steven result turn 1. That's gonna be like my Bridget. I don't need to show my opponent cards that I'm putting into my hand, you know. Okay. Oh, there is a good card, so it's a little bit scary if I just decide to drop. Okay. Vulpix, so I'm gonna risk with the Steven resolve anyways, so I'm gonna grab myself Beldum, something like Metagross, and something like Rare Candy. Okay, there's the Rare Candy, but instead of the Beldum, I'm just gonna grab myself energy, because it's very difficult to get energy from one hand anyways. So if I get lucky next turn, actually I can start to applying some pressure to my opponent, which I really want. That is something that I really want to do. If he retreats on the Vulpix, I can hit for 60 and knock him out, which is perfectly fine for me. There's the neutral ball, so maybe for Lucario, and then he can just try to get to destruct something before he plays a supporter card. Obviously he can have another supporter card with his hand, or maybe not. Maybe he just can Rare Candy in this case. Okay, it looks like he has Rare Candy for Garchomp, and the only thing that he might potentially try to do will be instruct play. If he gets lucky for that Lucario, he might search himself a double course energy, not Lodestone, so still he's gonna need one piece of puzzle to get knocked out with that Real Blade. But if he misses chance to retreat, it's gonna be a good turn for me, and I managed also to top deck Cynthia with those 3 Copycats in my hand. It would be such a disaster to play them, so let's go with Cynthia. Right now I can start to apply pressure to my opponent. Very important crashing hammer if somebody gonna ask me. Very important hands on the coin flip as well. So, let's go with the Ultra Ball. Let's just grab one Beldum as well. We have Pal Pad available. I'm going to use, so I can recycle back Cynthia and Steven resolve. And I can use my Meteor Mash. Obviously I could go also for the knockout. Just decided not to go for it because I need another Beldum so I can set him up in case if my opponent with some sort of miracle managed to knock me out. If you ask how I was able to get knocked against Riolo with 70 HP, well, the simple answer to that question is Ultra Ball for Dhelmise. But I just want to keep that Meteor Mash ready for 120. And I just want to delay as many energies as I can from my opponent Pokémon in play. So that's the case at this moment. And it looks like this might be just for Gabite, not for the Garchomp. But who knows, if you have another Rare Candy available, yeah, you can search Garchomp as well. But this Garchomp is Dragon type. It's not so the last card is Catcher. He flipped tails in the coin flip. He can obviously instruct for 3. And can he get himself Lucario or at least a Drought supporter? Yeah, he managed to get that Cynthia in play. Alright, but the good thing is that I can't be damaged this turn. I also have Steven Resolve, so the one thing I'm gonna get myself, obviously, is gonna be Crushing Hammer, Draw Supporter, and maybe another Beldum. This is something I need. Or maybe 2 Crushing Hammers and Draw Supporter. Oh, another Steven Resolve top deck. Well, in that case, I'm gonna go for Beldum and the 2 Crushing Hammers. I simply need to knock my opponent's energy to heads in the coin flip. Oh, that's important, heads in the coin flip. I really want to delay, and I really need to delay this Guardian because he can one-hit knock me out, where on the other side I can't one-hit knock Guardian because he does not have weakness on the... Ooh, Jirachi, nice. Well played. Well played. That was a good price card turn. He's weak on the fairy types, so we cannot do too much. Very nice, very nice. That Jirachi price was such a huge thing, and obviously he wants to put that Vulpix right now in the active position. Okay, I still have Enhanced Hammer ×2 and 2 more Crushing Hammers, so there's a lot of chance to delay my opponent for a couple more turns. There's the beacon. Yeah, I wish I can somehow knock that Rio out. It's not gonna happen. But at least I can go down to 3 price cards, and then I'm gonna try to knock that up. Yeah, I can't one hit. Obviously, oh, beacon for nothing. Ooh, that's not good. And he just decided to concede after that. Okay, so completely outplayed, and he couldn't do too much. Definitely couldn't do too much. Those Crushing Hammers just destroyed my opponent. Okay, so this time I lost the coin flip. I don't mind about that. I actually like the fact that I'm starting second just because I have Vulpix available in my hand, so I can search my deck for 2 Pokemons. Nah, we're not gonna put that yet on the bench. I don't think it's just a good idea. Oh, I see Zork on the other side of the field. And already that's Bridget. Okay, but at least that means one thing. I can have potentially strong Copycat, because it's gonna be Zork back on the other side of the field, you know. So I will end up playing myself a Copycat, even I have this beautiful Rare Candy Metagross option. The reason is pretty much simple, and it's just because I know that my opponent can apply me a lot of pressure. Oh, damn it. I think I'm gonna need that Dhelmise on the bench as well. Yeah, he can apply a lot of pressure with the Zork. He can simply knock out my Beldum, and if that happens, I mean, it can happen because of the cargo, well, then I'm gonna be in a huge disadvantage, because I'm not gonna be in a position to evolve. There's the Evo setup for another Zork. Nope, it's for the cargo, actually, so he can smooth over whatever he needs. Pretty simple. Pretty simple, go straightforward. Draw mechanic. So he decided to go for another Bridget. Okay, kind of like that. Okay, he can take the knockout. That's for sure. It is going to be knockout. I'm going to put that Beldum in play. I'm hoping to see Rare Candy play. Probably it is. It's not going to happen. Alright. I'm gonna do something like this. Because it's possible. after that, I'm just gonna go for the Cynthia play, refresh my hand, hope to pull Enhanced Hammer so I can knock that energy out. Nope, but at least I have Crushing Hammer. Crushing Hammer will do the job as well. And I'm not gonna attach energy, I'm just gonna go for a Beacon. So yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna need myself Jirachi, so I'm just gonna try to discard him with the Ultra Ball. Discarding Jirachi with Ultra Ball is not a bad thing, you know, just because I don't need it. It's just a dead card in my deck, and if I can discard it, I'm gonna be more than happy. Obviously, my opponent can recover easily that double course energy, but the question is how long he will be in the position to recover those energies, as long as he have obviously those puzzle of times. But yeah, definitely have puzzle of times. This is not a transmutation build. But okay, I can keep fighting, that's for sure. He might just run out the resources sooner or later. He should probably run out the resources sooner or later. There's no doubt about that. Oh, there we go with the end. Okay, cool. At least I managed to get... seriously? Yeah, Dhelmise, I guess. Minus 10, you know, minus 10. But okay, I mean, 90, 120 still should be enough. Okay, never mind. So I'm gonna have Powerful Hand. Powerful Hand, I still have Powerful Hand for next turn. Steven Resolve, you know, can allow me to go for something like... I can't actually go for Field Blower because I don't play Field Blower. It makes no sense to play Field Blower, especially in this deck for cross-rotation. You're not going to need it because Pearl City is not going to be here anyways. But I'm just feeling comfortable anyways. Ball for the Beldum, and in addition to Beldum, I'm gonna grab myself with a Steven Resolve, Metagross, and Rare Candy obviously, but what I can also pull here is knock it again, that's a Rouge on the bench. I'm not gonna go for that, at least not for now. Your mesh just for 60. Next turn can be 120. It can be increased to 150 with a choice, but obviously. But yeah, Zorak is making a lot of problems right now. At least I managed to knock 2 of my opponent energies from play. He can smooth over easily for another double course energy, or even better, he can smooth over for something like Puzzle of Time. Then he can grab 2 puzzles and recover 2 double course energies. Still have enough resources. I can just knock 4 more energies in theory from my Pokémon guys. Okay, there's another double course energy. Will there be something else? I don't know. Now I'm gonna be in a position to knock that Zorak out next turn, so that's at least something that's very important. And knockout. So he discarded Counter Catcher. Obviously he's not gonna need Counter Catcher in this matchup. There's a Deli point. Alright, that was a purple. Didn't expect to see Delinquent, to be honest. That's just... that was not on my mind. Another Pearl City play. Okay, that Delinquent was a big deal. I didn't expect that, so... I can swing hard. So... Trade? Alright, give me the Copycat as a top deck, and I'll be happy to see those trades. 120, and I top deck Copycat, maybe not. Crushing Hammer, okay, give me the heads and I'm happy. Unfortunately, it's just the tails. So Meteor Mesh can go for like 120 this turn, and what my opponent can do, he can theoretically scoop his Zoroark from play with something like Acerola if that happens. I just lost 2 turns for nothing. Also, I didn't get ahead on the coin flip. And that actually scares me a lot. Really it does. Oh, even worse, he can max potion. But he lost the double course energy, which actually surprised me a lot. Okay, so couple of times, and there are 2 puzzles going right now. Obviously, the set of those 3 double course energies. And still win, I just need strong, powerful combo. Good half. Top deck, for example. So I can prevent my opponent from being able to knock my Metagrosses out. I don't think I'm going to lose this game, just because of the Pearl City. Okay, very important Cynthia top deck. It's going to be energy. Ooh, actually interesting. Fastball. Landscape and not one more. And you come out from Zora. That's very nice. Oh, there's a Guzma. So, Guzma for Metang. It's okay. I mean, I managed to knock plenty of energies. If one of energies is, let's say, prized, then I'm actually going to be very happy. It's my turn. My top deck is Rare Candy rules. Obviously, we need Metagross, we need Enhanced Hammer. And I think I can benefit. Ooh, I see that Wrangler on his bench. I see that Wrangler on the bench, which I don't like at all. One thing is for sure, don't like the fact that he has the Wrangler on the bench. The question is, will he be able to use it? Okay, Meteor Mash. And I'm striking for 90. Next turn, potentially this Zora can be knocked out. And the question is one of the 2 cards in my opponent's deck or on his in his prize card. So he needs puzzle or double course energy. If any of those 2 cards are actually prized, then he actually lost this game. And he have only 8 more cards left, so he needs that resource management so badly. And the question is, can he somehow grab himself? No, there's a puzzle of time, so another round of the puzzle of time, meaning that my opponent will have more than enough time to grab himself a Guzma play. Something like the double course energy, or even burst, a max potion double course energy. But at least right now I know that we don't have too many options available. Especially if he wastes one more energy card like a double course energy. I'm still gonna need top deck, strong top deck, which needs to be a Crushing Hammer for Hazel coin flip. Otherwise, I can't win this game anymore. I think I'm probably just gonna move to school. There's a field blower as well. I'm gonna use my choice then. Synergy play, and I think that's it. We're just bidding for 120, so we need Miracle here, obviously, to happen. Pal Pad is not the part to be a miracle, but still. I'm gonna go with Resolves. Meteor Mash. And looks like that's it. He can knock me out, he can go down to 1 prize. And I need to hope for the best. My best top deck, and my best option is top deck, you know. Even a Copycat top deck is not bad, so Brady is bidding for knockout. Because he has so many cards available in his hand that I just need to get a Crashing Hammer hands in the coin flip. This is the only thing that can save me. Even Guzma can potentially do a good job. Let's go for Zora. Meteor Mash. Obviously, if he have Double Force Energy or Guzma, he can just... Okay, with Guzma, he can't. He cannot play Guzma. But if he have Double Force Energy, then he can attach it to the Zorak. I mean, better to Zorak than to the Metagross, I guess. Even with Metagross, he wouldn't be able even to retreat. Trade for 2 more cards. Yeah, I should better go for Metagross. I mean, still, he can go with the Flowstone all night long if he have it, so... Double Force Energy, Resource Management. Come on, baby. Give me the Cynthia. Give me the Copycat top deck. Oh, that's a roll-up play. Well played. And right now he can recover those double. And yeah. So my best bet in this situation was just to use Guzma on Metagross and pass the turn and not to bench anything. I mean, that was the only option to win. You know, that was literally the only option to win this game, but I feel it's just, you know, I don't know how to tell it. It's just, I don't know, it just doesn't feel good when you do something like that. Who wants to wants to win by taking out their opponent? Nobody. Anyways, let's just at least try to see what do we have left here. Okay, no Crushing Hammers. So... Okay, I mean, theoretically, how many Azeroths are here? We can still win this game. The worst possible thing is that I can still win this game just by passing my turns. You know, I did one mistake, but again, if he cannot play Guzma, and he just needs to pay 2 Double Force Energies in order to retreat. Right? So, with that being said, I'm not sure if there's another field goal another field goal, but okay. So I know that he still have Double Force Energy plus 2 puzzle of times, but I'm not sure if he have access to Flowstone. Because I don't have access to my... Oh, okay, so obviously that was a very nice play. Field blower for Flowstone, so right now he can recover that Flowstone with the puzzle of time. And then he can retreat Metagross without paying energy retreat cost. But obviously next turn what I can do, I can just Guzma another Metagross, you know. And in that case, he is not going to be maybe able to retreat. He might not have enough time actually to retreat. Maybe, just not sure, but I think he's probably not going to have enough time to retreat. So Radio's bidding for 120, and obviously we're going to play that Guzma down to that Metagross without Flowstone, so let's see what right now he can do. Obviously, he can attach another Double Force Energy because he have exactly 2 more Double Force Energies to win this game. So for me, the only option is to top deck another Guzma, which I'm not going to be able to get. Probably. Theoretically, I can. Probably I won't. So, yeah, I mean, you can just see what is the last card that we have. Obviously, the last card is a double force energy, which doesn't matter too much, right? So, I don't think I win this game, but he just needs to attach double force energy, which he already have. Oh no, he don't have. I didn't see the last double force energy, the right on his Zoroark. You know, I completely missed that. So that is actually a GG. That is actually a GG. You know, even by just passing the turns onto my opponent, he might think that he can win just by decking me out. Potentially, he can think that, but theoretically, I can just use my Rescue Stretcher and shuffle back, you know, 3 more Pokémons. Into my deck, for example. So I can shuffle 3 more Pokémons, and then I can have more cards left in my deck than my opponent have. So overall, whatever it turns up, he's probably going to lose this game. Maybe he has still something that he can pull up, but I just don't see that coming, you know. And yeah, my battery is very low on the laptop. I don't have charger right here with me, so if this game just incidentally stopped, then probably my laptop just ran out of the cover. And it looks like how my opponent really don't want to concede this game yet, so yeah, it's a very boring game. But anyways, a lot of good plays from both sides, you know. I kind of like the fact that my opponent just decided to use Field Blower on his own Lodestone, so he can just potentially get that Lodestone back with those puzzle of times. But the biggest problem for the Zoroark is the fact that he cannot go for more than 120, and you know, Metagross is just 170 HP beast that cannot be easily one-hit knocked down anyways. And yeah, we're passing the turn back to opponent, and he is taking his last. It can be an N or maybe Cynthia. If that happens, I do have Cynthia, so we can do that until tomorrow, I guess. Obviously, I'm not going to attempt to use Cynthia. Obviously, I'm just going to go with a Copycat. It's much more useful. And again, I still have like 1 more Cynthia left, so I can grab myself 6 new cards, but I also have another Rescue Stretcher, which means that I can shuffle back even more Pokemons into my deck, so yeah, let's do that. And that's gonna be GG anyways. Okay, but I guess I'm just gonna give my opponent a chance to win this game, you know. I'm gonna put the Beldum on the bench and attach energy, and I'm also gonna hit his Metagross. So if he can win, I'm gonna let him to win. So obviously, if he have Guzma or maybe Acerola play, then he can just go for the knockout, and that's gonna be it. So at the end, since I'm a very good person, I just let my opponent to win this game. You know, otherwise. It's not that I needed to put my Beldum on the bench, so I should just call that as a win for me. But anyways, it's a very interesting deck, you know. I kind of like this Metagross because it's a very powerful 170 HP Pokemon. The biggest problem for him is obviously that attack that just is 60 base damage. Can be increased a little bit more, but overall not that good as it should be in my opinion, but it would be just too strong anyways. Metagross Extend can potentially be a very good tag for the Metagross GX deck in my opinion. Thanks for watching, we'll see you next time, so till then have a nice day and goodbye.